The biggest winter storm that we've seen in a while hitting Northern California by the middle and end of the work week forecast. I'm timing it all out. It's right now sitting out in the Pacific, and again, it's continuing to build in strength. As we head into tonight and even early tomorrow morning, there's not a lot out ahead of this system. Instead, we're going to be dealing with what we usually do this time of year. It's fog for the morning commute on our Wednesday. So this is really the prep time as we head into this bigger storm. Time to clear out the storm drains, make those preparations for perhaps a little bit more time on the roadways, both in the valley and up the hill in the foothills and Sierra. Here's a look at the storm timeline, and you can see the impact legend here for Wednesday. Just again, kind of that prep day. Everything doesn't start gearing up until late in the evening through early Thursday. So it's going to be a high impact day on Thursday. What are the elements that we're going to be looking at? Valley rain, wind, thunderstorm, snow above 2,500 feet. That means when we start chaining up, it is going to be a long drive up over the summit for the Sierra. Valley fog on Friday with little impact, but continuation of some mountain snow, mainly in the morning, and then light showers and mountain snow heading into the first day of that long holiday weekend. We have a winter storm warning going into effect at 6 o'clock on Wednesday. Now that's going to take us through most of Thursday, but again, we've got snow above 2,000 to 2,500 feet. So low chain control is very possible. 6 to 18 inches of new snow up into the Sierra, and even road closures possible. So even if you have the chains, you make all those preparations, you could still be stuck in a parking lot along 80, 50, 88, 89, all the major passes in the Sierra. Now, the eastern Sierra will have a winter weather advisory going into play Thursday at 10 a.m. That's going to last through early Friday. 1 to 3 inches of snow above 5,000 feet, and then 5 to 10 inches of snow for some of those higher elevations above 6,000 feet. And again, just expect those travel delays all throughout the Sierra. The main valley impacts will be our Thursday morning commute. So prepare for longer than normal commute hours, and then ponding of water on the roadways. It will likely be one of those days that you just have to pack your patience. Now, along with the rain, we're going to get the wind. Wind will really be ramping up as the main front starts to head through, and that will be early Thursday morning. Winds roughly at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. Higher gusts possible through the valley, through the foothills and Sierra also. Expecting very gusty conditions, so a lot of rain, wind, blowing snow possible. This is all in the pipeline here that we've been tracking with that bigger storm coming. We've been watching it for several days now. As far as the rain that's coming in, it will be very beneficial rain actually, because we're only at about 50 to 80% of normal for our rainfall in much of Northern California, stretching through much of Central California as well. Once we get deep down into the southern part of the state, it's looking much better. We're at 100 to 300% of average. So things have been pretty good for the southern part of the state. As far as total rain accumulation, about a half an inch for the valley, over an inch of rain possible for the foothills. And again, that snow level will be down to about 2,000 to 2,500 feet. So looking at those snow numbers in terms of our new snow, 7 inches for Pollock Pines, could see about 13 inches for Sierra at Tahoe. Great for the ski resorts. Keep in mind, we're coming up on that long holiday weekend. We've got Saturday, Sunday, and Martin Luther King Day on Monday. That is a big skiing and snowboarding day. So this will be some nice fresh powder for many of the ski resorts. Quincy, even with close to 14 inches of snow, about 5 inches possible in Grass Valley. One of those days that it's just going to be pretty nasty weather coming through. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies. We'll start the day off with some patchy fog, and we await that big system rolling our way. Here it comes for Thursday. You can see right through the valley here, over towards the Bay Area. For the morning commute, this is going to be a Central California event here. Snow will start to pile up for the Sierra, and it just goes on and on through the day. When that colder air starts to work its way in, that's when we have the potential for some thunderstorms on Thursday throughout the valley, even some lower elevation foothill thunderstorms possible. Snow up the hill. And by that point, things are going to be looking pretty tough for travel in the Sierra. Friday, we dry out pretty quickly. It's a fairly fast-moving storm, but just a lot of potency to it. Now, longer range projections calling for drier weather throughout most of the state. When we look deep into the forecast, that wetter weather starts to move its way eastward, and the colder weather does as well. So we're going to start to see slightly warmer weather ahead in the long range outlook. So if you want to do some skiing, snowboarding, I'd say head up the hill as soon as possible to get in on some of that great powder coming our way. As far as the valley, just be prepared for long delays on our Thursday morning commute. All right, that is the update on the big weather system heading our way.